Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome back, everybody. We are so happy to be on here on today. So, we're going to let a few people come on in. Yep.
make sure I can hear it too.
Okay.
Uh, always got to do that.
hmm
I said I always got to do that. I just got to be sure we can hear.
That's fine.
Yep.
We can hear. Welcome back, everybody. We are so glad to be before you all. And he's going to let a few people jump on in before he starts. This is a really good topic on today, everyone.
Yeah, that one person is me.
Oh, that's fine. Sure. And we probably got to wait too much longer, to be honest. We'll just probably jump right into it because those who will catch the replay, hello, hello, hello.
All right. We can go ahead.
Okay.
I ain't going to hold it too long. I don't want to keep everybody too long. Like you said, we can watch the replay.
Yes.
All right, let me get my voice ready. It's been a while. All right. So,
Hello, everybody's that's coming in.
yeah, hey, guys. Hey. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. All right. And today, we gonna have just a conversation. I ain't gonna teach at you. I ain't gonna preach to you today. We just gonna show y'all something that me and my wife see that's happening. And just gonna put it all together, and then we gonna let y'all decide. Because just a lot of my thinking, a lot of the way I look at different people has changed, and I just want to bring this to your attention. We left off on our last live. We left off in a pretty good spot for this type of conversation, and so we just gonna let it do what it do. And this is what we're talking about today. So CERN is gonna be a part of what we're talking about today, and then we're gonna end with a very interesting person that I think we should all look at. But as usual, I'm gonna get off the screen. I got some slides for y'all, and we are gonna get into it. All right. And so basically, guys, I wanted to talk about CERN. They have it's a couple of things that they are doing. A lot of you don't really know or probably don't know about them. Some of you may. But basically, I want to give you a little bit information on who CERN is and what they're about, because they have something in their possession that is I believe is very, very instrumental on the end times. And I just want to show y'all. All right, so where CERN operates is basically, so this area that you see on my screen that's highlighted in that circle, this area is the area of where CERN operates. And also they have this big machine down there called the Hadron Collider, and it is basically a atomic particle machine, and they basically spin the atoms around in this machine, and then they crash them together and they form different atoms. There's a whole bunch of science into it, so if you know science, you probably know a little bit about it. But this is where they operate. And so from here you can see, once again, it's another view of where they are. And then I'm just keep going. So we just gonna have a conversation. I didn't really get too much into it with my wife, so a lot of this stuff that we're gonna talk about, she just now getting into it also. But like I said, this is this machine, this yellow area surrounding it. It's this machine, and this is what the machine looks like. It's called the Hadron Collider, and it, like I said, it makes takes particles of atoms and they speed them around very, very, very fast, and they collide them together and it makes a different atom. But, you know, their whole goal for doing this is because they want to find something called the God particle. And so we know that the devil, Satan, he loves to deal with DNA. If you read the Bible talks a lot about DNA. And from listening to a lot of our videos, we know that Satan wants to destroy the human DNA. He wants to turn it into something else. And on top of that, you have people that he's using, like these people here at CERN. They're using them he's using them to find this particle. And when they find this particle, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be using it for, as far as changing DNA or creating some type of inhuman being. All right. And so CERN. And so if you all watched the TV show Stranger Things on Netflix, I watched it a long time ago when it first came out, and then I stopped because I started to realize just how demonic and crazy it is, right? A lot of this, the ideas and the themes that they have on that show is the same thing that they're doing at CERN. I don't want to take too much time to give you a lot of information about CERN. I urge y'all to look this up. This is why it's a conversation. I want y'all to go back from this conversation and look. But a lot of the themes, the ideas, and the things that they're doing in this TV show is actually what CERN is doing. And so in the TV show, they were using a machine that is very identical to this machine right here, this Hadron Collider. And they are using this to open a portal to get into what they call the upside down. And the upside down is the picture at the bottom, the red picture. And it is a supernatural place that they go to. And we know this is from in the TV show. I believe this is the later seasons, the most current. But this is what the upside down looks like. And y'all, we know that what they're talking about is getting into the spiritual realm. Mm-hmm. And CERN is very, very interested in getting into the spiritual realm. There have been, news articles about them creating portals and all these different things. Every time they shoot off this collider, different things start to happen with the weather and all these different things. I want you to research it. It's happening. They're really doing this thing, and they're trying to get into the spiritual realm because we know that they want to bring these things back. And if you read your Bible, a lot of the things that are in the spiritual realm are going to be seen and happening in the last days, which we are currently in, and we're currently approaching the end. You got anything before I keep going, honey?
No, you're fine.
Okay. And so let's keep going. So in the TV show, this is their version of the collider. It's smaller, but it still gets the job done because it ends up opening the portal, and so that they can get into what they call the upside down, where everything is just strange and demonic. But I don't urge you to watch the show, but you can look up pictures and see what I'm talking about. And once you look up CERN, you'll see that a lot of what they're talking about in that TV show is a lot of what's going on right now. We've been talking to you guys about how they program us. They use TV shows, they use music, they use all these different things to subliminally speak to your mind, and they dumb you down over time, and they get you to say, oh, this is okay. This ain't nothing I got to worry about. It's just TV. But no, this thing is really happening. And let's keep going. Let's talk about CERN. And so, CERN is very demonic. Let's let that be known. CERN is very demonic. Outside of their building at their headquarters, they have this statue of Shiva the Destroyer. This is a false god. This is a little g. We've done all these videos on coming out of Babylon, serving these false gods. This is one of them. This is another depiction of Satan. Why would I say that? Let's look into who Shiva is real quick. This is also Shiva. It is Shiva is a man woman and a man woman god / goddess. Got a lot going on, but let's look at this picture right here. We talked a lot about the sun, the worship of the sun, moon, and the stars with the crescent moon. If you look at the top of her head, he has on that, what is that, my left, he has that crescent moon. We also know that Satan loves to deal with the snake. He has a cobra wrapped around his neck. We know that Satan deals with and I'm on the left side picture, guys. We also know that if you look over to his left, there is a eye right here. We also know that Satan deals with the eye of Ra, the eye of Horus, all those different things. Open up your spiritual eyes, but not in the good way, unto demonic things. He has that eye right there. Now we look even further onto the other side. And I don't know what that number is, or that symbol is above the eye. He has it on his hand also. I really don't know what that is. I haven't really looked into that. But if anybody does, you can put that in the chat. We're just having a conversation. So inform everybody on what that is if you have information on that. But we go to the right side, that picture. We know that Shiva has something to do with Satan, because once again, we have the moon on the head, the snake. But next to him now, we have the bull. And we know if you look back through Egypt, all the way up to Greece, all the way up to current times, the image of the bull they use for Satan or Baal worship, bull worship. Same thing. This is the same God, the same entity over time, just changing. And so they use it. And also they're in the yoga pose. You guys, we all know that these are demonic things. These are ways that you position your body to be spiritually taken over by whatever spirit is behind yoga and all these other different symbols that they add in with it. This is it right here. This is who they have in front of their headquarters. And also Shiva is the destroyer. It is said that this god wants to destroy everything so that it can peacefully create something new. So in order for there to be peace and what they say nirvana and all these different things, everything has to be destroyed. And so they call him or her Shiva the Destroyer. Mm-hmm. And this is their pose. In this pose, he has 4 arms, and I don't know, is he standing on a baby?
That does look like a baby.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but he's standing on a baby. I don't understand that part, but yeah, we already know this is some devil worship stuff. And so this is outside of the headquarters. If you look, this is the same headquarters right here in that little corridor right there. They're doing a demonic ritual. And they, so this is the thing. We know that these people, fact checkers, these Satan worshipers, when people see what they're doing, they automatically say, oh, no, it was a joke, or it's not real. We were just playing, or, the information that you saw is fake because we said so. But they tried to say that this ritual was fake and they were just playing. But quite honestly, you're doing a ritual right in front of your God. Seems pretty real to me. But this is that picture. I'm just explaining y'all how CERN is wicked before we get into a lot of what we're talking about. This is another picture of them doing the ritual in front of Shiva. They have on their black coats. They're standing around. They in the picture before, they had like a girl, a woman sitting in the middle of all that. Let's keep going. And so even with them, you know, they there was a tunnel that opened in the path of the collider. They opened the tunnel, and also the what is it? The opening of the tunnel, they had a ceremony, right? And so this ceremony was basically all about the devil, all about worshiping Baal. If you look at that yellow flag, who is that? We got the Baal, the bull symbol right there, waving the flag, right? This is some of the same stuff we talked about before, guys. They're showing you who they serve. They're showing you who they worship. They're showing you their intentions behind what they're doing. But then they'll say, nah, it's just a joke. It's not real. And so this is also a part of the ceremony, y'all. So it started off at the above ground, and then they moved below to that tunnel where I just showed you in this picture. But yeah, look, if you look in that little picture, and in that little area at the top, it was like a portal thing. Like, you can watch the video on YouTube. It started out as a portal, and it started to turn into different things. It's flashing all these different photos. But in this photo, we have a bull. I mean, not a bull, but a goat and a man in that picture. And so the goat, and it was the thing. We all know that the goat, the Baphomet, that symbol is also a symbol of Satan. And so this was, you know, repeated all through this ceremony. Once again, we have the goat man in this ceremony. The goat man, here we go, yet again, in this ceremony. Like, if you watch this, y'all, it was just so demonic. Everything that they was doing in this thing, it was so weird, strange. Like, they had like a baby with a diaper, but the baby's head was big, and it was just weird stuff going on, y'all. And with all that being said, I just want to make this known. You can read this right here. I basically already know what it says. Yeah, somebody said, was this real? Yes, it's real. Look it up on YouTube. It's called the Gothard, the Goddard. I said Gothard, the Goddard Tunnel ceremony. Well, you know, look, man, we just having conversation today, so I'm gonna just take time to actually show y'all what I'm talking about. I'll hop on the internet real quick. While I'm doing that, you got anything?
I was thinking about, even when it comes to those babies, you know, they're targeting our children as well. You know, I was just literally talking to my husband today about, you know, an email that I received from one of my children's school, and they're focusing on meditation and yoga balls and yoga mats and, you know, breathing techniques. And, you know, it's really weird because they're implementing this in public school settings where they're teaching children these different techniques. And, you know, I had to let my teacher know that my daughter would not be participating in this. And, you know, she was like, you know, they're teaching us this curriculum and how to, you know, open the children up to this. And in the email that the school as a whole sent out, they were basically saying to allow my child to do this technique in a corner by herself in a private setting, like basically like we leave from around her and she do this.
Yeah.
And so when I tell you guys, this is the end times, you know, a lot of people cannot see it because of natural life situations that you may experience. And, you know, you may see a little bit of different things going on and may not think that it's that serious, but things are winding up quickly. And, you know, all I can say is that we all should be in a posture of prayer at this time.
Yeah. Hey, this ain't even the worst part of it, y'all. This is just the opening. But I got it right here. So I went on the internet. If you type in the Goddard Tunnel opening ceremony, these are the pictures that will pop up. And these are the pictures. Here goes right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's the little baby with the wings. It's right here. Let me try to click it. Yeah, this picture right here.
That's weird.
Yeah, the little baby with the wings. It's very, very strange. A weird ceremony for an opening of a tunnel. Yeah. See, here it goes. See the eyes. They have the eyes in the portal, and then they have like a goal or like a spirit with the eyes behind it inside of this portal. This is all a part of their opening ceremony to this tunnel, and this tunnel is a part of where CERN is. Here it is again. This is what I was talking about with that baby. It's a real thing, y'all. We have Satanists that are running around doing whatever they feel like, and we ask ourselves, well, how are they doing this? Like, how is this possible? This is why. So basically, CERN, like I said, you could read this part, but CERN is basically, they answer to nobody. They're their own government. CERN is their own government. That yes, they are. They are in what is it? Switzerland and France. They're like in between the borders, but they're able to do whatever they want. It's basically a whole bunch of physicists and scientists from like, I believe it says 23 different states, and I'm talking about 23 different countries, and they come together and they basically do demonic stuff and rebel against God. And it's okay. They can fire this Hadron Collider up whenever they feel like it. They can do whatever they want whenever they feel like it. But I was explaining to my wife, here it is right here. You can read it. Where it's located. It talks about 21 member states. And one of the things that stood out to me is that Israel is a part of these European people that are a part of CERN. And we all know that in the Bible, Israel is one of the areas where the Antichrist, or should I say the AC, will be stationed. And I'm gonna show y'all why Israel is important to a lot of what's going on with this also. But yeah, they that's where they at. But I said to my wife, it's very strange that these billionaires and these millionaires can build rockets like Elon Musk. They can build rockets and shoot off rockets whenever they feel like. They can make Hadron Colliders and do science experiments and whatever they feel like when they want to. But yet, if I try to do something with my house, or if I try to build an extra area in my basement, I have to go through zoning. I have to go through all these different lawmakers just to do that. But yet you have billionaires that can go and build underground tunnels and bomb shelters and all these different things. Something ain't right.
Yeah, I agree. I was looking up something as far as this flight school, and they were saying, it was a area where you could be like a drone pilot. And basically they were explaining, like, if you didn't have certain permits, that you would not be able to fly a drone, and you could get fined and even imprisoned if you drove your drone up into the sky without different permits and things. And so I just found that quite odd and strange.
Yeah, just like Antarctica, the whole world came together peaceably and said, nobody can go to this part of Antarctica, but yet we still have wars. We're on the brink of world war. But yet through all this, they say, nobody can go to this point of Antarctica and look around and see what's there. None of that. We all agree on that, but we can, quote unquote, disagree about everything else. It's all a show. They know what's going on. All these nations and things that are a part of CERN, they all working together, y'all. We all know that this thing is just a big plot so that they can have their global, is what they call it, global economic system. Yeah. And so this is important because now this is what I want to talk about. So CERN is in possession of this computer. This is a super computer. This is called the I believe it's called a super quantum computer. A quantum computer, they said that this computer is basically has the power of 27,000 human brains. Like it can process that fast. 27,000 human brains, right? And also they say that it is mathematically speaking to some beings, different beings from a different realm. I'm not playing, y'all. Look this up, man. It said this computer is communicating to beings, and it has the power of 27,000 human brains. The reason I say this is important, guys, because if we look at what the Bible says, you know, the AC, he's gonna know where you're at all times. He's gonna want to be like God, so he wants to know where you're at all times, what you're doing at all times, how you're doing it, everything. You right? They want to put the mark in you, and that mark is going to be, we already look, you can look at the waves of the world. This mark is going to be something technological that's going to be in your arm or in your forehead, right? Wouldn't this super quantum computer be able to hold all that data of everybody in the world? If every every area or every point where the Antichrist wants to have these computers at around the world just to hold the data, and then they rely that data to whoever is in charge, super quantum computers would be a great thing. It's called a D-Wave super quantum computer. They already have them out. They say, oh, this is technology that we're working on, but no, they already have these things made. They already have them out, and they're already testing, and they're already working on how they're gonna bring this system into, into being a real thing. Now it's already here, y'all. Me and my wife, we pray. God already told us it's already here. They just waiting to release it, And so this quantum computer, and they said that it is speaking with other entities. And another part about it is, like I said, they're giving this technology out to different people. But if you look at this, guess who they gave it to? Israel. The Bible says that the Antichrist is going to be stationed in Israel. So wouldn't it be a great idea to have a super quantum computer stationed there already, just waiting for him to use it and have everyone's information, everyone's whereabouts, all that different stuff? It would be very, very convenient to have Israel be a part of this organization, get a quantum computer so that they're setting up. They've already set up, guys. They have this stuff ready.
And they're literally conditioning the whole world's mind to receive this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's why we speak about what we speak about so much as far as seeking first the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
Because when you are not seeking first the kingdom of God, your mind is going to be conditioned the way that they will have it to be conditioned. And it's very unfortunate that they're literally working on people's mindset, and they see, okay, we got a little bit of resistance here, so let's do this, let's bring this out.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep us weighed down with the latest in celebrity news and different stuff to keep us preoccupied, you all.
Yeah, it's the truth, y'all. They're literally waiting. They're waiting for the right conditions.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the verge of World War III around the world. You look at everything that's going on. It's the perfect conditions. Look at Shiva. Destruction has to happen first before they can create what they want to create.
Mm-hmm.
It's no coincidence that they have that statue outside of CERN.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at, I won't get into other statues just yet, but yeah, they're looking to destroy so that they can create. What are they creating? The system. And this is, look, man, this is why God is urging you to get out of the system right now before they create their final system, because it's going to be way harder. You're going to be, look, guys, this is a cakewalk compared to what's to come.
Yeah. And I just wanted to say, like I said earlier, we all should be in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a prayer life, please get a prayer life with God right now,
Yeah.
because He knows all things. And from what I'm understanding, a lot of people are going through, extreme warfare in this hour. And we all understand that the enemy wants to weigh us down in our minds to keep us discouraged and not truly believe in God, but we have to press, y'all. We have to press in this hour. No matter what you see in your physical realm of the world that you're living in, you have to trust and know that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what go, that God, He has everything in control, and He's allowing a lot of people to experience testing and things in this hour to strengthen us for what's to come, and so I'll just leave that there.
Nah, that's good. No, she's telling the truth, y'all. So we gonna keep going because it's gonna get a little stranger, a little weirder. Also, y'all, if y'all got any comments, questions, put them in the chat. We just having a conversation, so you're not interrupting us. We want to talk with y'all. It's just a conversation. We approachable. We can talk back. We gonna mess with y'all. But yeah, it's happening. And so I want to show y'all. So this is a picture. This was Photoshop made. But if you're looking at that left hand corner at the bottom, you see those two red circles. Now these are faces that they have said that faces of the entities that the computer has taken pictures of. So this is the picture right here. But if you look just above, so you have that thing of light in the middle. But if you look up, like straight up, you can see a face, which is that's the same face that they have circled right there. You can see that face right above there, and there's many other faces in there. If we keep diving in, this is a face right here. It's a fake. Yeah, that was it. I'm sorry. It's a couple faces on here. My pointer ain't working on the screen, but look it up. You can see these faces, and once again, they always claim, "Oh, this isn't that. This isn't this." But literally, they are getting pictures, guys. When I was little, my dad had one of those digital cameras just started to become like a thing, and my dad just bought a new digital camera. And we were outside one day and he took a picture by accident behind him. And guys, do you not know that he accidentally took a picture of an angel behind him? It was standing there and it was holding a sword, and you can literally see like the eye sockets and where his nose, and because the Bible says that these angels, they look like human beings. The Bible always say, "Oh, two men approached like with Abraham, two men approached Abraham." Yeah, they can come as men. And so he accidentally took a picture, and there was this guy behind him standing with a sword. You can see his fist, and it was holding something. And I wish I can get that picture from him, but it was so weird. But it looked exactly like how these pictures look. If you look at this, you can see the eye sockets where the noses are and the mouth. Yo, they're speaking with demonic beings, y'all. They're in contact with them, and I can agree that these pictures are real because I've seen things like this just from a regular digital camera. Yeah, somebody say, can we talk about why these celebs are secret transgenders and why they're pushing this? Y'all, just like Shiva the Destroyer is a man-woman. They've been pushing it subliminally for a while. They want to destroy everything that God has created. And so if God created Adam and Eve, they don't want Adam and Eve. They want Adam and Steve. They want Josh and Adam and Eve and Yvette, all these different things, y'all.
Yeah, and when you look at that community, I'm not trying to make anybody, who may be struggling with that, but when you look at that community, it's like a brick wall trying to get through to these people. I saw an interview the other day, and basically the woman was letting this man know that he was not born a woman. And, you know, the man took so much offense to it that he was getting ready to try to fight this woman because she said what she said, you know. And it's literally like he kept telling her, like, I am a woman, I am a woman. And it's like how the enemy got their minds, like they cannot receive nothing that anyone is trying to say. Now, God has delivered many people who have struggled in that area, but the way that it is going in today's time, and it's growing at a rapid rate, you know, people are loving being in that condition. They really believe that they should have been something different than what God has created them to be. And it's very unfortunate to see, because we of course see the perversion, we of course see the delusion in their mindset, but they don't believe anything is wrong.
Yeah, so that's why they say pride and all that stuff. Yeah, whose pride is it? The devil's pride. He wanted to be something that God didn't create him to be also. He said, I want to be God. Bro, you're not God. Sit down. You know? It's the same thing, but you know, he's pushing it because he doesn't want human beings to be who God said they are. He wants to change their DNA, and in between changing your DNA, you know, I don't want you to be a boy. You're a girl, and I don't want to be a girl. I'm a boy. All these different things. It's down to the point where they're even saying that I identify as a dog. I identify as a cat. All this just nonsense.
Yeah,
but it's okay, you know, y'all. We just pray for them, and you know, we are with those who have eyes to see. You already know what the agenda is, and you literally just, you know,
we have to be in prayer like never before, y'all. The stuff that is happening, I literally have been sitting back seeing so much, and I've been using discretion and wisdom with how, you know, I talk about things. But when I say that evil is waxing daily, like it's tripling and multiplying, and it's very discouraging to see. But at the same time, we have to be on our post and be in prayer.
Yeah, most definitely, because y'all, it's getting hard out here, man. Like, for real.
She said, I literally had a whole family I grew up in church with was secretly trans. I'm totally confused if they are plants or not. Whew.
Yeah,
that's
heavy. That's heavy, right?
You know, man, and you know, these people are growing their children up to be a different gender than what they actually were. It's so much wickedness going on, y'all.
Yeah,
you know,
what was it? We remember we was in Target, and they had in the boys section, they had like boy shirts with unicorns and rainbows and pink shirts, and y'all, they pushing the agenda because it's all a part of you know, Satanism. You know, they say do what you want. It's your right.
Do with that thou, whatever the saying is.
It's your right to do what you want. That's what they believe in. So if you want to be a girl today, I'm a girl. So that's how they get down. But I, you know, just pray, because only God can fix it. You know, us, you know, slandering and you know, nah, just pray. That's the best. Be
wise, you know, because the enemy will take that and he will make them think, oh, you know, you let them know that you're not supposed to be a woman, and you know, they'll translate that in their mind as hate. You know, you're hating them, and so
it's not hate, you know, it's just the facts. It's
it's a lot going on, y'all.
Let's keep going. There go that other face again. And so once again, with everything that comes out to the light, the world always fact check everything. You can't talk about the sickness because you'll get fact checked. You can't talk about certain people because you'll get fact checked. So they fact checked it. USA Today. CERN. It says scientists at CERN are not opening a portal to hell. Yeah, they are. Look at all the demonic, the satanic rituals and all that different stuff that they were doing. Yeah, they were trying to speak to their God. They were trying to get a reaction with these different spirits. So, in fact, yes, they are trying to. It might not be a portal to hell, but they're trying to get a portal into the spiritual realm so that these demonic entities and fallen angels can come. because that's what's going to happen that's what the book of Revelation says. These fallen angels, these demons, devils, they're going to be here. And if you desensitize the whole world, if you have 2 million people, 3 trillion billion, however many people is on the earth, if you have them, because all these different things are trending, opening your third eye is trending, doing yoga, doing this, doing that is trending. So if you have all these that are sensitive to the spirit now, and they decide to release these demonic things, witchcraft is running rampant in this world now. It's just a normal thing now. But you have a whole bunch of people that's sensitive unto the demonic things. When these people get here, guess what? It's just gonna be like, hey, this is normal. We should love them.
And I have already seen people on social media being very welcoming to the idea of aliens. Of course, we understand that it's not really aliens. I guess they're saying aliens because it's an unknown thing, but we understand that it's demonic spirits. And so, people are just like, oh, I want to see this thing. I know you all heard about the big thing that happened in Miami as far as aliens being spotted.
Look.
And people were very excited about that. They're like, man, I wish that I could have saw that. And, and I'm just like, they're literally.
They prepared, y'all. They here. They're already here. These things are already ready. They're just waiting for the right moment. The right moment. Everything is here. The AC is here. The computers are here. We see what CERN is doing. It's not just CERN. The government that they want here is already here. They just waiting to enforce it. But once again, destruction has to happen. America, that's where we live. America has to die so that a new number one. I've said that before. America has to fall so that there can be a new number one. And when that new number one gets here, the system will be here. This is the end game. This is the point in time where we're at. And y'all, look, let's let this be known, because we get this a lot in the emails and all this. Look, we're not fear mongering. We're not trying to make you scared. We don't want you to be going around crying and falling down the steps and all that stuff because of what we're talking about. Now, I will say, if you are scared, you need to go ahead and spend some time with God. Go ahead and get in the secret place, because you shouldn't be scared. Destruction has to come before deliverance, right? Things
a
have
lot
to
of
happen.
people who, I'm sorry to cut you off.
You should.
A lot of people who are starting to wake up to a lot of truths that's been hidden. Initially it is like, man, you don't want it to be what it really is, because you've been lied to and programmed for so long to think a certain kind of way. And so when God starts breaking that off of you, you start thinking like, and then a lot of people that's close to you, you try to explain certain things and they're like looking at you like you're crazy, or they're not acceptive to what you're saying because God has not opened up their minds. So I understand how this could be frightening, but like he said, fear has no place. Like we belong to God. We're covered. We're protected by God. But like, we said earlier, we just pray that everyone is preparing spiritually, emotionally. And, we always talk about on this channel, going through well, that's our whole what we preach on this channel is going through trials and tribulations well. And it's okay if you mess up, but get yourself back up and be a soldier in the army of God, going through whatever, because at the end of the day, it's for a purpose. And so,
she telling the truth, y'all. Look, just, look, it's exciting to me to see this stuff happening, because I'm like, man, the Bible said that, and it's happening. Like, it's so weird, but it's true. All right, so let's get on back on this. Set apart 31. I totally agree with you. Why would they say, oh, we're not creating a portal to hell, but yet and still you doing all that demonic stuff
right in front of our
faces, but they say, oh, this was just a joke. No, the devil, he ain't joking with us. He says he come to kill, steal, and destroy. When is killing, stealing, and destroying a joke? I don't know. Here's another one that says the claim scientists at CERN are communicating with demonic entities and opening the portal to hell once again. fact check. No, they're not. My thing is this: if they're fact checking it and saying that it ain't happened, y'all, it happened. They are in fact speaking to the fallen angels.
And they're literally trying to monitor what we're saying on these platforms and different things. Y'all already know when the fact checkers first started really being on it. You, like he said, you talk about the sickness, you talk about this, they making a post on top of your post, to try to reiterate what they're trying to reiterate. And so it's a very interesting time.
Yeah, they're getting ready. They're shaping our minds. Well, not my mind. Look, I'm not. But people who are asleep, they're shaping their minds and they're using witchcraft and all these different things to further keep them asleep. And that is what's happening. And so those of you that are awake, look, man, look this stuff up. Look this stuff up. And then from there, from CERN, I want to talk about the United Nations. This is what's right here. This is their logo. Once again, the United Nations is about one world this, one world that, one world economics, one world government. They love that stuff. That is what they're all about. One world. They want to bring the world together. And we all know that's the end game. We all know that's the end game. This is what they're waiting for. So remember I said the system is already here? There's the system right there. The United Nations. It's just waiting. The only thing is that their king is sitting in the background right now because the time ain't right. So I'm calling shots from the background right now until it's my time. But in the meantime, let's destroy everything so that I can make my grand entrance with, hey, peace. Let's I have the answer to this. I have the answer to that.
Yeah.
It got to happen.
I wanted to say, just be very prayerful in this hour. For a lot of people, we all know so much has taken place. You all, the food being fake, like just about every food that you're eating. A lot of people, we got to be healthy. We got to eat the vegetables. The vegetables are even being made now, and so it's so much that's going on. And it's like they're literally doing this to weaken our immunes. The gas, the rent prices have went up. I was seeing people talk about how they've been struggling to pay their bills and different things that's just going on all around the world, but like I said, you all, we have to be prayerful because unfortunately, we're still eating some of the foods that we know that they have modified and made and it's fake and, it's not even good for your system. And so, let's really be in prayer in this hour, you all.
Yeah. Look, that's why I believe God told me fasting, you got to make that a lifestyle. Because look, man, it's going to be a time where, look, brother, either you going to eat or your kids are going to eat today. It's going to get that bad. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah. And a lot of people, they talk about, God is going to cover us. He's going to keep us. Yes. Yeah. In fact, he is. Most definitely. But that does not exclude us from experiencing some of the effects of what's going to happen.
Yeah, because they're already happening now. Already. And so when you look at the United Nations, these are some of their agencies. We see look at the World Health Organization. This is the one that gets me all the time because the snake is right there. It's on the right-hand side. You'll see it with the stick with the snake. It says World Health Organization under it. Y'all, man, they got Satan everywhere, his face. They put it out there. They got peace around the little globe. Each of the if you see the little globes and any of the United Nations symbols, they have that little piece. That's what those two I don't know if they're wheat leaves or what it is, but those are peace symbols. Peace. So they want when the Antichrist comes, guess what? He's gonna so-called have the world in peace. But we already know this is false peace he's coming to destroy. But yeah, they got the snake with the stick. They have the world banks. That's what they want to do with the money, turn everything into a world bank, one monetary system. All these different things, all these different agencies are one world. They have The food with you see the ones with the they got some other logos with the wheat on there. They have food. Guess what? Then the Bible say you're gonna work a day for for a penny, and that's gonna be enough for some bread. They already know what they talking about, guys. They got this stuff prepared already.
And you will sit back and you'll be thinking, like, why do they always reference the Bible? And why do they always reference God? Why are they always, even in today's time with a lot of these wicked people, they're always playing on God in the Bible. And, it's just
like you can't diss any other religion. Like, come on, it's a whole bunch of them out there today. They go straight to the Bible. This and that. It ain't real. This ain't real. That ain't real. But man, if you read some of them different religions, what they got going on, you'd be like, wow. So this is real, but mine can't be? Like, wow, that's crazy. And so from the United Nations, so we already know that the United Nations is the system that they're waiting to actually release over the whole world. Because you look at the different world wars, they created the United Nations, I believe, after, I don't know if it's World War I or II, one of those. They created the United Nations because guess what? That's the perfect time to create because destruction happened. So let's get it popping. Let's get this system going. Let's pick up strength because by the Third World War, after that, we can finally put our system in. Everything is going to be what it is by that time. Because everybody's going to be looking for something good to happen. And if the whole world is in chaos, they're going to be looking for a quote unquote savior. But it ain't going to be the one that they really think that they're waiting for. It's going to be the false Messiah. And so from there, we go to the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum, they are in cahoots with the United Nations. And so this guy right here, he is the founder of the World Economic Forum. His name is Klaus Schwab. This dude is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. This dude is crazy. So we talked about the pandemic in one of our videos. He's referencing it right here. That says the pandemic represents a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world. Mm-hmm. Remember, guys, destruction has to happen. What happened during the sickness? A lot of things got destroyed. A lot of monetary systems went down the drain. A lot of, economic things went down the drain, and that gave them room to create. In his words, he said, reset our world. This is what they want to do so that they can introduce their false Messiah. Has to happen, and it's going to happen. There's no way around it. So, I don't say, don't ever stop praying. But, for those people that, we got to pray. We got to pray that we get, kingdom people in the governments and, y'all, these people gonna do whatever they want, whether you speaking in tongues in the courtroom or sending the mayor Bible scriptures all day. These things have to happen, and it's gonna happen because the Bible says so. God ain't slack on his word. It's gonna happen. So these things are happening. He said right there that they basically used the pandemic to reset the world, and so he made a book. Sorry, y'all, if y'all hear my son crying. But he made a book, COVID-19, The Great Reset. Y'all, we hear a lot about, the world is going to reset, this, and that. Y'all, it already happened. Right under our noses, it already happened. And they are literally, a lot of people are hoping and praying that the world goes back to normal. But in their minds, they're like, look, man, we already done reset this thing. We done put the thing in motion. We literally got everything going. Now ain't no turning back. The world is reset, guys. So if you don't know that, the world has been reset through the sickness, through everything that went on. And this dude admitted it. He literally said, it's a narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, to reset our world. And they did just that. Since that thing, man, the world's been crazy.
Mhm.
It's been off the chain, y'all.
Mhm.
Just crazy. And it's going to get worse because they got to destroy before they can create. Here's another one. We just talked about cyber attacks on our last live, y'all, with that movie. They put that movie out there with the cyber attack so that they can subliminally speak to your mind.
Mhm.
They telling you it's going to happen, but man, it's just a movie, man. That movie was boo-boo. Or, oh, that movie was actually a great movie. You know, it spoke to my my fictional side of my thinking. People like that, you know, but they're telling you the truth.
While also trying to instill fear.
Yeah.
And they talked about that in the movie.
Yeah.
If you could get the people to act out of fear, then I think they said they'll destroy each other.
Mhm.
You know, and so listen, us who are led by God cannot be led by fear. That is why we go through these tests and trials with faith and hope and trust in God. And we are being strengthened and built up for these times that will come upon this whole nation, this whole world. And so, you know, they're doing what they're doing. They're putting fear in a lot of people's minds, and a lot of people laugh it off. But listen, a lot of people are still affected because of the pandemic. You know, we're not really talking about it as much, but a lot of people were affected. They lost close loved ones and different things. And so listen, all they got to do is put the next whatever sickness out, and people are going to be already in that mode of fear and different things.
Yeah, if you look at this quote, he said COVID-19 was a small disturbance compared to if it was a cyber attack. They already know what they got planned, guys. He said COVID-19 is nothing compared to what we're going to put on this world this time. They got it out there. The information is out there, but you just got to choose whether you want to believe it or not. Let's keep going. Here's another one. He talks about the fourth industrial revolution. If you look back at all the different industrial revolutions, I got a slide. Yeah, somebody say he's a devil. This dude, man, look close to it. I ain't gonna hold you. Close to it. It says the fourth industrial revolution will affect every essence of our human experience. And so when he says that, guys, you gotta look through what he's saying. He's speaking subliminally. We know that they want to merge mankind with electronics. They already doing it. Look, this is why you have your Apple Watches. Guess what? They put your Apple Watch on your arm. Man, that thing read my heartbeat one time. I turned that thing off so fast. Like, why are you reading my heartbeat?
And I didn't even ask for permission.
I'm sitting there. I'm at work, and I'm I got mad at work, and it starts ringing and tells me that I'm stressed. How do you know I'm stressed? Y'all, they watching us. Little stuff like that. We think, oh, it's cool. It's the Apple Watch. This is the next big thing. Man, look, they just testing. They different stuff. They just getting you ready. Like, they just want you to say, oh, that's cool. I can do that. Oh, my wife, she always say they got the Apple glasses coming out in February.
Listen, we saving that. I done told you we doing a video.
That? All right, we gonna do it. But yeah, all these different technologies, they got it sitting there waiting for y'all. But we think, oh, it's cool. It's technology. Yeah, this technology, they using it for. They gonna merge you with them quantum computers if you keep playing and take that mark. Seriously, they gonna look, man. Look, yeah. So he said the fourth industrial revolution is gonna change the very human, basically human experience. But what he's talking about is it's gonna change who humans are, the makeup of who they are. Here are the different industrial revolutions. You got mechanization, steam, water power. Then it goes to mass productions, your warehouses. And then where we currently are is the third, electronics, IT systems, automations. That's why you see a lot of, if you go in warehouses, you see a lot of robots, all these different things. And then the fourth one will be cyber physical systems. Cyber physical meaning that they're in you. So I done merged with these technologies, and now I got Wi-Fi. Now you hey Aaron, can I use your hotspot? And I got to get on my phone and click it on. But now you gonna have a hotspot in you. And guess what? That hotspot gonna click on right onto them quantum computers, and they gonna know where you are. Just like you use your phone, your location, all that stuff is on. That's what they talking about. This is what they want. This is the fourth industrial revolution, which in essence will change your DNA. It will change your makeup. It will change everything about who you are. Due to this, we already know with the sickness and these little jabs and shots they giving out, we already know, man, they got something to do with your DNA, and it's making people more easily sleep. It's like giving somebody some what's the little thing they give kids, the little the pills or the liquid melatonin. Yeah, it's like giving you some melatonin, sleep. This is what they're telling you. All this stuff is cool. Wi-Fi, 5G. After 5G is gonna be 6G. They're getting prepared to put it inside of you. Technology merging with man. This is what's happening. And then here goes just the article. I'm just showing y'all that it is actually on the World Economic Forum's website. They have an article about the fourth industrial revolution and what he believes is going to happen, because it is going to happen. This is a part of their plans. They put their plans out there just for you to see it, but they distract us with Diddy, TD Jakes, Cat Williams, the Super Bowl, the National Football Championship, all these different things. They distract us with that so that we don't look at this for what it is. This is how they do that. And they are doing a good job, because it's a lot of people till this day still talking about this stuff. But yeah, still you got this happening right under your nose. You got scientists that can do whatever they want, shoot colliders and quantum computers and all this different stuff, while we just sit around and play patty cake with the devil, basically. Now, this is the guy that I want to talk about, because look, somebody said the other dude was the devil. Nah, this dude is scary. You got anything before I go? Mm-hmm. This is scary. This is going to be the last little bit of it. This dude is creepy, man. His name is Yuval Noah Harari. His name is biblical if you look at his name. His name is how it's spelled. Jabal was a kindred from Cain. And we also know about Noah. Noah's in the Bible. And then his last name means mountains, from the mountains. Something is weird, man. Like, his name really means something. It's not clicking with me right now, but I know it means something, but I can't really, people have names for a reason. And this dude he calls himself an Israeli. He's from Israel. And this dude kind of scares me, only because, when you look at the Bible and you read about the characteristics and they give hints on who the AC, the Antichrist, is. Dude, this dude he really fits it. I know a lot of people say Barack Obama, all this different thing, but look, y'all, this dude changed my mind. Like, he's like number one on my list. I don't care what you say, until somebody else pops up with the criteria that fits. Yo, this dude is off the chain. Look, read this. Honey, read this quote.
It says that doubts about the existence of free will in individuals are nothing new, of course. More than 2,000 years ago, thinkers in India, China, Greece argued that the individual self is an illusion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just said that free will is an illusion. And sadly, guys, I can agree with this dude. We are systematically controlled by these higher ups, by these people that are in power. They make you think you got free will. Yeah, you can go to Walmart, you can go to the store, you can go this place, that place. But guess what? They tell you what to buy. They tell you what to eat. They tell you who's hot in the celebrity world. They tell you what music to listen to, and we do it.
Do you guys see this cup frenzy that's happening all over the
Yeah.
world? You guys, they can literally make these people buy what they want them to buy. That's why I'm just like so thankful for the wilderness season that the Lord has allowed my husband and I to go through, because a lot of people, they, I don't even want to touch on it, but they're literally making people buy the things that they want them to buy, and people can't even understand it. Like, why are we fighting over $50 cups? Why is people getting hurt, stumbling, being trampled upon over $50 cups?
No, even worse. Remember when, people were dying over a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah,
Let's not forget that.
yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah. They doing it. They doing it, y'all. Look, he said free will ain't a real thing. He put that out there to let you know that you're controlled and you're basically in an illusion. Now, I will say, if you are awakened in Christ and you are awoken out of this system and you are in the kingdom of heaven, you're not controlled, because this stuff don't bother you no more. Yeah, I work. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do that in this system, but it doesn't control me. It's not who I am. You know, look, that's the opposite of, what's going on here. But look, he gets even more creepier. Just look at him, man. Dude's scary. It says, we are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. Remember, y'all, you got to destroy before you can create. It says we are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, in instance, the power to re-engineer life. Then he says, the era of free will is over. And look at his face in that picture. He mean that too. Look at him. Dude is creepy. He's scary. He's all about no free will. He all about it.
And we know that that's the total opposite of what God gives us.
Yes.
Free will choice.
And look, you see up at the top, he is an advisor to Klaus Schwab in the World Economic Forum. And also, guess what? They have, like I said, they have a lot to do with the United Nations. They're all in cahoots. So what does the Bible say? The Antichrist is going to have power over everybody. He's going to cause all great and small to take the mark and worship him. So if they take your free will and you can't think, look, man, they already got you. Here's another quote. It says, humans are now hackable animals. I think somebody was saying that, they treat us like animals. It says, humans are now hackable animals. The whole idea that humans have a soul or a spirit and nobody knows what's happening inside them. It says, and they have free will. That's over. He said he's gonna hack your body. How do they hack your body? You can't hack my body, but if I put a computer in you, I put a little something in your right hand.
And he's talking about the system that has like over 20,000 minds of a human brain. Yeah, think of the people, when I sit back and I examine everything, I really have to put on the mind of Christ, because a normal individual sitting back and realizing all of these things in the world will probably lose it. But think of these people who are lusting after power, all of these different things. They're going to be the first ones in line. Put that whatever chip inside of me. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to create this. I want to be able, it's so much wickedness in that lusting of power, of money, of wanting to be notarized by everyone. And, these people are going to want this system placed within them. They're going to be happy to receive whatever system,
Y'all, the Bible says that the kingdom of heaven is within us. The devil likes to copycat God. So guess what? He going to put the kingdom of Satan in these folks. And it's not a joke. He for real. His system is going to be in you. Right hand and forehead. That's how they're going to hack. Y'all, look, man.
You know, we think about like, okay, they're putting it because they talk about it sometimes like, oh, you're going to be able to control all of your bank information. And we see the rise of people going into these systems and stealing money and stuff, cyber, you know, security breaches and different things. And so, of course, they're going to, you know, say this chip can protect all of your finances and different things. But we don't know. We probably don't know half of what else this chip is going to do. And so when he talks about that computer system having a 20,000 mindsets, I believe that it's going to make some people think like, okay, I want this because it's going to give me this ability and I'm going to be able to do like they're going to make it and brand it like it's something that's beautiful and wonderful.
And the thing with scientists, you know, they create something, but they want to go to the next big thing. So when the system is finally here, who knows how powerful this computer is going to be, you know? And dude said he wants to take your free will, but then you have crazy people like Elon Musk running around the world, shooting off rockets, trying to get into space. And then he also has that Neuralink thing. Y'all, these people are all working together. He created this thing. He said he wants to put it in your head and it's capable of taking away your free will, which is exactly what this guy is talking about. Y'all, they all work together. They're getting the technology ready. It's already here. And they just waiting to go and shoot the shot. And it's going to be successful. They're going to land their shot one of these days, y'all. That's why you got to stay prepared. But people like him can do whatever they want, create this stuff. Like, bro, it still baffles me, man. I can't even create an extra room in my basement. But these dudes can create something that can literally destroy the whole human race. And no cops come to their door. Nothing. Man, listen, if a whole bunch of black people out there having a block party and they didn't go to the city council and let them know that they having a block party, that thing gonna be shut down in 2.5 seconds. But yet and still you got these people that can go out there and do this stuff. It's very strange to me.
Thinking not strange.
Look at this. This is on his website. This is Noah Harari, Yuval Harari. Look, and then he got a fingerprint as his logo, man. This dude is creepy, man. That's why I say he's on my top list, man. Look, if somebody think differently, look, persuade me because I'm locked in right now. This dude is crazy. Look at this. He said history begins when humans. I'm sorry. It says history begins when humans invented gods, and it says, and we will even It says, and we will end humanity
and become God.
I mean, we will end when humans become gods. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I picked the one. I had another one with that quote on it. If you go to his website, look. Matter of fact, like we said, we in chill mode today. Let me. Okay, I'm sorry. If you can go back to, you can go to the website and look it up. But it's on there, y'all. I'm serious. And then he talks, like she said, why do they always reference the Bible? He talks right here about the tree of knowledge. We know what the tree of knowledge of good and evil, but he's talking about the tree of knowledge. And in this paragraph, he says basically that the Bible, the biblical creation, is a fairy tale. He said it's all made up and that those things didn't happen. This is blasphemous if you ask me. I think that's a characteristic of the Antichrist, if you ask me. But look, man, this dude, he's basically a historian. He's a public speaker. He's an author. He makes a whole bunch of books about this thing. Man, dude is weird and crazy. This is another little snippet from his thing. Basically the same thing. He's just saying that the Bible is basically invented. He said everything, it says right here, just read this little spot. It says there are no gods, no nations, no money, no human rights except our collective imagination. He says that everything is imaginary. Nothing that you see is real. It's all imaginary. It's all made up. Yo, this dude, man.
Oh, I was just reading something else.
Yeah.
He said.
What'd he say?
He said modern business people and lawyers are in fact powerful sorcerers.
See, he telling you the truth.
What?
Y'all, witchcraft is real, man. These people down at your Capitol buildings, all that, man, they in there doing witchcraft. I don't care what you say. Look, man, it's happening. He just said it right there. Powerful sorcerers. Yes, he's correct. That's why I say this dude is scary. Here's another one. Once again, he's talking about the same thing. But when they talk about Christianity, they always use Catholicism and all that stuff. But he's basically saying, once again, that the Bible is made up. And I think that's my last slide, y'all. But he says all the time that nothing exists outside of our human imagination, y'all. I ended it with this guy because through all of that, this dude is on my radar because I'm starting to think otherwise. Like, Barack Obama is evil, bro. That is an evil dude for sure. Mm-hmm. But he's being used in America and along with all the other higher ups. But this dude, man, I'm telling you, keep your eye on him. Because the only reason I say that, because once again, the church tells us that we're going to be gone before this dude even comes into power, and that's false. We gonna know who he is, but if you have spiritual eyes, you can see who he is now. Just look at the evidence. They leave the evidence, y'all. But I just brought him up just to have a conversation, let you get into my mind. But they already got the system here, the governing system. They already have the technology here. Mm-hmm. The person is already here, also the leader, but we have to figure it out. I mean, you don't have to figure it out, but I mean, I would think that you would want to look into it. Mm-hmm. Because, we are leading up to the end, and everything is in order. Everything is set. They're just waiting to release it. Mm-hmm. So don't be caught off guard when it happens. That's my point. Look, don't be caught off guard when it happens because it's already here. They say, oh man, Jesus ain't coming back. We've been saying that since the 90s. But look at everything the way that it's set up. The technology is here. The destruction that's to come is already here. The man that's supposed to be in power is already here. You know what I mean?
This D. Morrow said, we know all the celebs and politicians are sacrificing people and praying to demons to get money and fame. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, it baffles me because a lot of people see this, but then again, a lot of people don't. People literally idolize these people and they think that they just started from the bottom to get where they're at. And, they praise these people, unfortunately, and these people have done wicked things that nobody would imagine, and so that's why it's just like, it's time to come out of this system, even in a church community system, there are people being idolized in the church system, idolized and put in different positions and people mindsets. It's time to come down. It's time to get in God and seek him for real, because it's a lot happening. It's almost too much happening. Yeah. But I did want to inform y'all going forward. We're literally going to try to get our format as a podcast going forward and just talk about discussions like we're having now. And that's what we're aiming towards.
Yeah, we're going to get it together, get the equipment, get everything figured out, so that we can just talk, because we feel like y'all are a lot more, active, and, everybody's talking with everybody. And so we want to make everybody feel comfortable and not like we just talking at y'all, or are we preaching at y'all, teaching at y'all all the time. Not saying that we won't ever have those type of videos no more. We will, but, we want to make it, everybody come together and we talk, as long as you ain't know nothing crazy. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But if that's all for you, all from you, this all from me, I urge y'all once again, don't just listen to what I say. Look it up. A lot of this stuff also, I've referenced the Bible. Go look it up. I think in the book of Daniel, the book of Revelation, they talk a lot about this stuff. And so you can find it there. But other than that, I just pray you all have a great weekend, great rest of your night, and we will see you later.
I wanted to say,
Oh.
Demaro, she touched on that. I agree with what you just said, sis. But we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Again, pray. Seek God above all things. And that's what we're going to leave off at. Love you all so much. See you next time.
All right.